All right, Saturday morning. We're in Watercolor, Florida.
Yes, we are.
Got NDG, got my professional driver driving this morning, and we're headed over to do an event for Matt Schomburg and his State Farm insurance team, probably one of the top, I don't know, 5 to 10 teams in the country out of Katy, Texas. He's doing his kickoff retreat down here. And I've been in a 1-year agreement with him, coming in 6 times in a 1-year cycle, coaching his team, activation of Prey Drive, how they tell a compelling story, how they prospect like crazy, how they follow up, how they engage with current clients, and ultimately how they become people of interest. And so today we're going to kind of kick off the year because he does this every year. Hey, Amanda Beener, he does this every year to get his team going. Last year we did it at the Hard Rock. David, I was going to call you this morning. I hope you can be there next Friday. I want you in the room with me at Activate. So I got you a spot reserved just for you to come next Friday. Amanda Beener, you too. So we did this last year at Hard Rock Cafe in what part of Mexico were we? Punta Cana?
I think so.
No, somewhere like that. We were in Mexico last year this time doing this event for Matt Schomburg. But I was watching a lot of things this morning, Melody on recession, right? And I was thinking the first exercise I'm going to do with this group today, because a good coach, Jeff, brings structures, strategies. What I do is I study a lot, Todd Nichols, and I think, and then I come up with tools. And I come up with strategies for people to utilize in various times, right? How do they increase sales? How do they increase their revenue? How do they keep people motivated? And the first tool we're going to do today is we're going to do A to B, which is one of the most powerful tools from the new book. You're at A right now, and you're trying to get to B. Now, it may be harder to get to B under these. Thank you, Jeff. It may be harder to get to B under circumstances. Doesn't mean it's impossible. So when you're here, we're in a recession and it's harder. So then I bring up the tool, the sewer cycle and the sales cycle, which I've been talking about this week. It all starts with a thought. This is going to be hard. We can figure out a way to do this. Okay. So then what I do is I bring them A to B, which helps them get a clear vision. That tells me, where are you trying to go in 2023? What are your targets? What is it going to take to get there between A and B? What thoughts do we have to have every day? How much prospecting do we have to have every day? What are things that have to shift between A and B? And then we get into a rhythm. We got a vision. Now we know the difference between high value and low value of time. Now we have a hard schedule. Now we make some commitments to each other. And then I start giving them personal tools. Okay, each individual person, because they got about 10 team members. Chris Clark, I need to see you back involved this year, sir. Okay, back involved with me, right there close to me. So then we start getting into tools. How do I activate my Prey Drive every day? What do I do when I don't feel like it? How do I fight through my feelings? What is the primary activator of that Prey Drive? Okay, how do I add 2 or 3 strategies to the equation this year to pick up a lift? How can I get creative? Because a business has 2 types of income. It's got predictable cash flow and an insurance business from people that you've sold an insurance policy to. And then you need creative income, which is new burst of energy, new strategy, new concepts. And for me, it's when I come up with a concept and I sell that concept and it brings in new revenue to the company. So companies need both. They need to increase their predictable monthly cash flow, so you know how much money you have coming in. Then they need to move toward creative cash flow, which is new strategy, big hits, what I call big licks, if you ever watch a lot of my coaching. And so today for 3 hours, I'm going to be coaching this State Farm team. So if you have a team out there and you say, man, I want to get my team activated, I've got underperformance, I've got new goals, new plans, new visions, then I want to encourage you to reach out to me, because the Prey Drive message broken down into bite-sized chunks, into very tactical things that you can do, is the right message. Okay. Now, last piece, you don't recession-proof a business in a recession, and we are in a recession. Okay, no matter any way you look at it. So what you do though is you increase, you don't decrease. This is a game of probability. Fight, flee, freeze. Those are 3 things people do, folks. Okay, so when it gets harder, or it seems like it gets harder, what that really does is activate a creative muscle in you. And when it activates that creative muscle in you, start going, okay, how can I pick up a lift? Where are problems? Who has problems and who has money? Who has problems and who has money? who has ambitions, James Garcia, and who has money. Okay, and I start thinking, okay, where is the money? Because during a recession, some people are spending and some people are contracting. You look at your ad spend. How are we making money with our ad spend? You look at everything you're doing because you probably got waste. I bet every person on here has probably got, I don't know how much thousands of dollars of waste you got every month. Waste sometimes in people, waste sometimes in vendors, waste sometimes in something that you could look at. But the second thing is, if you decrease any of that, you got to increase. Kiyosaki always said you can have anything you want as long as you produce an asset to pay for it, which is why I'm so interested in real estate. Okay, so for you, if you were sitting in a session with me for 3 hours today, I want you thinking, how do I activate that drive to go into battle? I told Natalie this morning, I've been doing this for 31 years, man. 31 years I've been doing this same thing, coaching people. So how do I get up and go, okay, now it's game time. Got to flip the switch. Got to come in here and deliver some impact for these people. It's on a Saturday. It's beautiful. What I'd rather be doing is hanging out, riding my bicycle. Okay, we're watching the Elvis movie last night. I watched all of 15 minutes of it before I fell asleep. But I can't wait to go back and watch it today. So I hope you guys have a great day. My big event activates next week. You need this event, man. It's completely free. Every person who watches me needs this event because it's my way to show you how to activate every day for a year. Even when you're tired, even when you're exhausted, even when you're in a recession, even when you're scared, there could be one idea. I'm thinking about Lee Simmons. Lee's, I think, buying about 250 copies of my book. He came to the lodge, found me, didn't know what I did. He's like, I don't even know what you do. Came to the lodge, walked straight out the lodge doors one day, and called a person and closed a $120,000 deal. And Lisa, he said, that deal was there the whole time. It's just you unlocked something in me and gave me the courage to go call. You gave me the pray drive. That's my word, right?